he committed a turn signal violation. This illegal turn signal violation is the probable cause for my arrest, because from that illegal turn signal violation, they ended up searching this man's car and finding drugs in it. Now the thing is, it's a misdemeanor turn signal violation. I'm not the driver. The car don't belong to me. I was outside the vehicle when the state police approached us. They had no probable cause to detain or search me. But they did, and they arrested me. Well, through the discovery of evidence, let me speed this up. Through discovery of evidence, I found out that the Springfield Police Department submitted a perjury affidavit to the grand jury in order to secure this indictment. Now, if you was paying attention, I told you that we was approached by the State Highway Patrol Sergeant Coverstone. This is Sergeant Coverstone's official State Highway Patrol report of investigation. Sergeant Coverstone initiated the traffic stop. That's the probable cause for my arrest. In the first paragraph for Sergeant Coverstone's investigation report, State Highway Patrol Sergeant Chris Coverstone says in the first paragraph of his investigation report, see the highlighted portion there? I'm going to read it. On Sunday, December 9th, 2018, Springfield PD Detective Jason Villa notified me concerning an operation and requested OSP assistance with a possible traffic stop that involved a vehicle transporting illegal narcotics and or U.S. currency. I contacted with Trooper White, who handled K9 Danny, and we responded to the Dayton Springfield area to assist. For specific details concerning the Springfield PD operation, contact them directly. Now this sentence right here is very significant, and I want y'all to hear this, and I want you to remember this because it's going to come back up in this discussion. Sergeant Chris Coverstone of the State Highway Patrol says, prior to the traffic stop, I was advised that the suspect had committed a turn signal violation with no turn signal being used while traveling eastbound on Harrison Street, just east of Linden Street, by Springfield PD Detective Jason Villa. I'm going to read that again. Prior to the traffic stop, this is Chris Coverstone's words, this is his accounts of the what happened that night. Prior to the traffic stop, I was advised that the suspect had committed a turn signal violation with no turn signal being used while traveling eastbound on Harrison Street, just east of Linden Street, by Springfield PD Detective Jason Villa. This here, the arresting officer, the officer who initiated the traffic stop, this never made it to the grand jury. And I'm going to tell you why. That never made it to the grand jury because Springfield PD submitted this to the grand jury. This is a law enforcement arrest probable cause affidavit, as you can see. And you focus there. You see the affidavit at the top. It's a sworn affidavit that was submitted to the grand jury. As you see up here up top, it say, let me see. This first sentence up here with my finger at the beginning over here, you can see affidavit, Officer Z. Massie being first sworn. Said there is a probable cause to believe the defendant Eddie Ash committed offense based on the summary of facts below. Now, we're going to go to the highlighted portion in Officer Massie's sworn summary of facts. Officer Massie submitted to the grand jury this statement. The highlighted portion says, while speaking with Sergeant Coverstone, he stated that he observed the vehicle make a turn signal violation before stopping the vehicle. Now I'm going to read this again. While speaking with Sergeant Coverstone, he stated that he observed the vehicle make a turn signal violation before stopping the vehicle. This is what Officer Massie submitted to the grand jury in order to secure an indictment against me. Now, I just previously read to you what Sergeant Coverstone said in his very own report. Do I have to remind you? The last highlighted portion of this paragraph. You see the pink? Prior to this traffic stop, I was advised that the suspect had committed a turn signal violation. Officer Massie said that Sergeant Coverstone stated that he observed the vehicle make a turn signal violation. Like I said, this was submitted to the grand jury by Officer Massie of the Springfield Police Department. The officer who approached us about the turn signal violation, this never made it to the grand jury. This is the Clark County Grand Jury checklist. This is the evidence that's being submitted to the grand jury in order to secure the indictment on me. This is a checklist. They got different categories, different things: arrest report, court statements, defendant criminal history, photos, property receipts. But look over here. Can you see? Let me get my finger over. Can you see over here where it says, it's blue, that little ink, and it says cruiser cam, and there's no check there. See, that little mark right there was made by my attorney because he realized something like, okay, there's no cruiser cam. This was submitted by Officer Massie as well, the same person that submitted that fraudulent statement to the grand jury. The cruiser cam, Sergeant Coverstone, was never submitted to the grand jury either, along with his investigation report, never made it to the grand jury. And the reason that cruiser cam never made it to the grand jury because it shows the driver used a turn signal in the exact location that they say he didn't. What Sergeant Coverstone said, he was advised, down here, where he said he was advised. Let me get the focus for y'all. I know I showed you, but let me show you again. Prior to the traffic stop, I was advised that the suspect had committed a turn signal violation. No turn signal being used while traveling eastbound on Harrison. He get the streets, the exact corner, and everything. His dash cam video showed on Harrison and Linden, when the driver turned the corner, he used a turn signal. I was arrested because allegedly he did use a turn signal. On top of all that, what I just told you, I told you they had nothing connecting me to the drugs. Their foreman never mentioned me. Never mentioned the second person being involved. Also, the driver of the car voluntarily told Sergeant Coverstone that I had nothing to do with it, the drugs found in the car. He stuck his chest out. He told him, man, he ain't got nothing to do with that. He called me his brother. It's in the paperwork. I'm not making this up. I'm not fabricating none of this. This is the official reports of my case. Let's see. We can get this in so y'all can see for yourself. I'm not making this up. That ain't had nothing to do with that at all. Let me see if I can, y'all bear with me. Let me get it focused. This amateur hour. I'm just trying to share an experience with y'all. Let me see. Is it focused? Okay, there you go. Now, he then volunteered, speaking about the driver, that his brother did anything. I told him I would give him a chance to talk. That's Sergeant Cobblestone. He's speaking, he's speaking about his experience. I would give him a chance to talk, and I was listening. He said his brother, go to the next page, didn't have anything to do with this. Again, he said his brother didn't have anything to do with it. See the highlighted portion? This is State Highway Patrol, Sergeant Coverstone's investigation report. The officer who initiated the traffic stop. These are his words. This never made it to the grand jury. Officer Massie's fraudulent perjured statement is what got me indicted. The prosecutor was fully aware that this statement was false and still pursued charges based on a fraudulent statement. The prosecutor was fully aware that the probable cause turn signal violation was false. The dash cam video proved it beyond a reasonable doubt, and the prosecutor still pursued charges. Now, I don't